All right, I wanted to just make a quick video. I had a client here recently that kind of struggling with dogs, when dogs pee, when they get excited. For instance, when she would come home especially and see the dog, she'd bend down to try to and pet the dog, greet the dog, and the dog would kind of basically roll over or just sit there, shake, and pee on the floor. This is a pretty easy thing to get over. First off, never stimulate the dog or excite the dog when it's already almost to that level. You can tell when you see your dog if it's going to pee. Usually if you've had your dog long enough, you can usually tell if it's going to pee or if it's really excited. So what you do is when you come home and you see your dog, don't start running up and start loving on the dog right away. Don't start greeting the dog, petting the dog, bending over, and stimulating that excitement. Just come home, ignore the dog for 10, 15, 20 minutes, whatever it takes. Let the dog calm down and get used to you being home. I mean, really, you got to go out of your way, just ignore the dog for a little bit. Let her calm down. Let the whole situation simmer down. And then instead of approaching the dog like you normally would, call the dog to you. If the dog looks like if it's starting to shake and looks like it's getting ready to pee from excitement, just back away. Don't touch her. Don't touch the dog. Just let it be. Ignore the dog. The more you do this and the dog gets used to you being home and not having to feel that sensation that it feels, if it's not getting excited, it's not going to feel that urge to urinate. Even if you have to ignore the dog for an hour, do it. It's going to be better for the dog in the long run. So the dog learns that when you come home, it's not just an anxiety-filled free-for-all. Just let everybody simmer down, put them outside as soon as you get home. Don't even make eye contact with the dog if you can help it. Let them outside, let them go do their thing. Come inside, everybody's calm, and invite the dog over. Little things like that are what can stop a lot of bad, unwanted behaviors like that. I struggled with this with Riggs. Riggs, come here. This guy right here. He would pee if I would even start to put a leash on him, or if he could tell that I was upset with him. And I would approach him, he'd pee. So what I started doing is instead of approaching him, I would call him to me and make him start coming to me. And if I had to, when I called him to me, I would just go out on the front porch. Same deal. Try to get the dog in the habit of not doing that in the house. Try to get the dog used to you. You're not just going to overwhelm it with attention and loves right when you see the dog, because it creates a habit, muscle memory. So we're trying to break that habit, try to start a new habit. And if the dog goes long enough without doing that old habit, eventually it'll go away. The excitedness when they greet you and stuff, that's pretty easy. Just don't touch the dog. Just let it calm down. Let it get bored with your presence in the house, and then go about your normal day. So I hope that helped. I know a lot of people struggle with that. It's really common with small dogs, I know. So we'll catch you later, and toodles.